She wakes before the light finds the window, not because she wants to, but because fear never learned how to sleep. There was a time when her mornings began with hope, with plans, with laughter, with the quiet belief that love was meant to feel safe. That time feels like another life now. She learned early how to walk softly, how to speak carefully, how to read the room before breathing too loudly. She learned how silence could be louder than screams. The house held walls, but no shelter. Every step felt like permission asked. Every word felt like a risk taken. She smiled in public and disappeared in private. He never hit her at first. He broke her slowly, with words that chipped away at who she was, with control that dressed itself as care, with jealousy that pretended to be love. You are nothing without me. You will fail alone. No one will want you. No one will believe you. She heard those words so often that they began to sound like truth. And truth, when repeated long enough, can become a prison. She stayed longer than she should have, not because she was weak, but because leaving felt impossible, because fear had wrapped itself around her future. She thought about escape in quiet moments, in the shower, while washing dishes, while staring at the ceiling at night. She imagined freedom, but could not touch it. She imagined safety, but did not know how it felt. Then came the night that changed everything. Not the loudest night, not the worst night, just the night where something inside her finally went silent. She saw herself in the mirror, eyes tired, spirit bruised, heart exhausted. And she understood something she had never allowed herself to think before. If she stayed, she would vanish. No dramatic music, no heroic moment. Just a quiet decision that felt heavier than fear. She packed a small bag, not memories, not keepsakes, just survival. She stepped outside. The air felt unfamiliar, like freedom does when you have never held it. She did not know where she was going, only that she could not stay. The first days were harder than she imagined. Freedom was cold. Freedom was uncertain. Freedom did not promise comfort. She slept on borrowed couches, on thin mattresses, sometimes in her car with the seat leaned back and tears on her cheeks. She missed the illusion of security, even when security had been a lie. But something inside her began to breathe again. Something small, fragile, but alive. She found work where she could. Long hours, low pay, little recognition. She cleaned offices after midnight, answered phones with a polite voice, learned to smile through exhaustion. Every dollar mattered. Every decision carried weight. There were nights she cried from hunger, from loneliness, from doubt. Fear followed her like a shadow, telling her she had made a mistake, telling her to go back, telling her she was not strong enough. But she remembered the mirror. She remembered the woman she almost lost. And she stayed. She began to learn. Late nights became classrooms. Free videos became teachers. Failure became instruction. She wrote notes on scraps of paper, ideas that scared her, dreams she did not yet believe she deserved. She noticed problems others ignored, needs others dismissed, gaps no one bothered to fill. She wondered quietly, what if I try? There was no confidence, only courage. She started small, so small it almost felt silly. A simple service, a simple promise, done with care. The first client came slowly, then the second, then silence again. Doubt returned louder than before, but she kept going, not because she was fearless, but because quitting felt like returning. She worked while others slept. She learned while others rested. She pushed through days when hope felt thin. Every rejection reminded her of the past. Every success whispered something new. You are capable. The business grew inch by inch. Not overnight, not magically, but honestly. She answered every message, solved every problem, showed up even when she was tired. People noticed. Trust formed. Word spread. For the first time in her life, she was building something that could not hurt her. Money followed slowly, then steadily, then in ways she never expected. She paid her bills without fear. She slept without listening for footsteps. She laughed without checking the room. Years passed quietly, strength replacing survival. One morning she sat at a desk that belonged to her. Sunlight falling gently across the room. Silence that felt safe. Numbers on a screen confirmed what her heart already knew. The business had crossed a milestone she once thought belonged to other people. $1 million. But the number was not the victory. The victory was waking without fear. The victory was choice. The victory was knowing no one could take her voice again. She hired others. Women like her. People who needed a second chance. People who needed to be seen. She listened when they spoke. She believed them. Because she remembered what it felt like not to be believed. Her past did not disappear, but it no longer controlled her. The scars remained, not as shame, but as proof. Proof that survival can become strength. Proof that broken does not mean finished. Today she speaks softly, but her story is loud. It tells the truth many are afraid to say. Leaving is terrifying. Starting over is painful. But staying can cost your life. If you are listening to this, if fear feels familiar, if silence feels heavy, remember this. You are not weak. You are not alone. And your future is still waiting. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is walk away and build a life that no one can destroy.